Slush was able to gain an advantage there as he is quickly putting some more Hydras coming in. Going to the production tab, we have 30 Lings in production and 11 Hydras. He's just abandoned the Roaches altogether. He wants to go for the longer range units as the Roaches could be, we're getting a little bit on the short side and attacking Roaches when they probably should have been attacking the Hydras. Looking at the army tab again, it does look like our army tabs have evened out. The supply has evened out. The army is slowly evening out as mOOnGLaDe has been able to pull himself into position. But it does look like an expansion goes down for Slush. And as Day9 always says, oh great, you pushed, you lost your whole army, so did your opponent. But you have a freaking expansion. That's my best Day9 impression. I know, it sucks. But, whoa, map going crazy. There we go. But he does have the expansion. Now that could become very, very key, as if we look at the NTM tab, he is slightly ahead. Ooh, those drones were way premature. Maynard. We do have this Overseer. If we look at the view of both players, they both know about each other's expansions, except for this one. Matching him step for step. You get an expansion, I'll get an expansion. This army needs to move more here-ish, though. Maybe try and use this cliff. Get a pin on here. Keep this army, because if this army tries to take down this expansion, it will succeed at this current rate. We have completely abandoned the Infestors for our red player. We do still have the Infestors from mOOnGLaDe. Is mOOnGLaDe going to be able to get in there in this time? I'd like to see this hatchery. It was, oh, very, very nice. He was able to cancel it just in time. This army is moving in. We need to see some fungal growths going down on these. It is getting a good fungal growth there, getting many units as they are slowly being taken down. Needs to pull back, leaving these Hydras behind. That's a lot of DPS gone. Using the spine crawlers as an advantage. Can he take this army out? Great fungal growth going down. Oh, so good on these Roaches. Able to use the range from the Hydras to pick them off one by one. Infested Terran going down. I'm not sure it's needed. They are moving out. Can they get a lot of damage done on these Hydras? As the Hydras are just slowly popping. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Slowly just disappearing as they just die. Going back to the army tab, mOOnGLaDe is still behind in the supply. Let's go to the units and find out why. It does look like a lot of that is in drones. But oh, ladies and gentlemen, we do have the Ultralisk Cavern coming in for our Zerg players. We have 2. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 2 Ultras. 3 Ultras now. Ultras are just so powerful, especially against this unit mix. They can get in there and just cleave their way through all of these Hydras as they like to bunch up. We do have the conga line of the drones coming in to try and saturate this. We do have an expansion here and another expansion here. We do have a Zergling here that is just going to beat its head against a brick wall. I'm sorry, big guy, you just can't out DPS a hatchery. Just not possible. But this expansion is already up, so if we go to the income tab, he has shot rocket into the moon in expansion just so much. He could supply a rocket ship, go to the moon and back before mOOnGLaDe could. Well, maybe not, but you get my point. He is at the moment doubling. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I said doubling for a reason. It does look like this Roach is going to get picked out. Ooh, but he does see the Hydralisk. Is he going to be able to get a a neural parasite? Would be very, very key right now. I would love to see that research, as that can just turn the tide of the battle, getting a couple Ultralisks to do the DPS back. It does look like we are going to have Chinoceros Plating. I can't pronounce that. Chitinus. Tell me how to pronounce it in the comments. But that stuff. We are having a Nidus network come in for our Zerg player. Very, very nice. And I just have to say, I love this animation here. It just looks so cool. But going back to the game, ladies and gentlemen, because I like to ramble. But we do have another hatchery going down here as well as here. They just popped up. That's what I meant to say. We do have just about the whole base. We have a crescent moon here, and I should be on something more interesting. A crescent moon there, here, and a crescent moon here. This army is sitting here. We do have some drones going around. I don't quite know where they're going. They're probably headed way over here. These Zerglings are changelings. Oh, so cool, but so taken out. Sorry, guys. Just can't do it. Another changeling going out, although it does help keep some tabs there. We do have a Roach here getting here and a Roach here activating. So both Zolninga Watchtowers are controlled by the blue player. If we look at their things. We do have a night worm coming in. So cool. As we do have many ultralights coming in. Are they going to be able to get enough damage done here? Is the hatchery going to fall? It does look like it will. As we have more roaches coming in. Can they get? They will have to quickly take this down. As it is taken down. Very nicely done. That poor overlord does go pop in a what should be a blood spatter, but unfortunately I have to have my settings down or you will have so much lag it won't even be worth watching. Just let's spam the spine crawlers, as this is probably the these two are the key expansions, and it does look like he should be able to hold this off with, holy crap, 13 ultras. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you counted correctly. I counted correctly. Looking at the unit tab, I do see 14 ultras, so maybe I didn't count correctly, or one just popped up somewhere and I didn't see it. I don't have one selected. That's why. Does look like we will be having a battle over here as this hatchery is going up again. I really don't see how mOOnGLaDe can pull this out, as he is just putting insult on injury and getting the gold. This is a heck of a lot of ultras, ladies and gentlemen. How is our Zerg player going to respond? I would love to see some mutas come out, as they would be much more effective against these ultras. Just so many ultras coming out, as they are just going to go straight for the spine crawlers. They should just continue going, as they could just destroy this. But there's this huge army coming in. I missed that because my screen's not big enough. That is a lot of units, ladies and gentlemen. Looking at the army tab, we are sitting at doubling. Both armies are maxed. Is this going to be good? Can the ultras withstand all of this, or are they just going to fall? I would like to see some Infested Terran, and as I say it, he does it. Infested Terran coming out, hopefully going to get more and more. Does look like Slush is going to be able to pull ahead, as his ultras are just tearing apart this army. Oh, maybe not, ladies and gentlemen. As he was able to quickly reinforce, can mOOnGLaDe pull this out of the bootstraps? Can he pull himself up by the bootstraps? Can he take this high yield down? Does he see the high yield? Yes, he sees the high yield. He is going straight for the high yield. Can this be effective? Does look like there are plenty of infestors. He does have neuroparasite as we speak. The next attack from Slush will nowhere near be as effective. Looking at the unit tab, we have, why is he so, he's at 999, but his army is just so low. Oh, there it goes. That's why, because it was all in production. Okay, that makes sense now. I was worried for a second that he had just built way too many drones. We are having these guys shaking down. Oh, that ultra just gets no kills. These ultras are coming in as predators. I'd like to see maybe some, the ultras are going to have to run away. Maybe see some neuroparasites. Infested Terran. The Infested Terran are coming in. I'd like to see a neuroparasite on at least one of these. Just help turn some of that DPS. No energy on the queen, on the infestors. This infestor does have enough energy for a neuroparasite. Does look like the Infested Terran are going to be able to turn the battle, as the ultralists are just falling to this mass army. Looking at the supply, Slush does have more, but the Infested Terran are just doing so much damage. Looking at the army tab, ladies and gentlemen, the army tab is just so much more bigger. So much bigger is what I meant to say. I can speak, I swear I can. This army needs to go and maybe try and hit here while this army is taking down this. Does look like mOOnGLaDe is going to be forced to fall back. I thought he could have held it off, but Slush was able to pull it out. Very nicely done. The production does come in. Going back to the production tab, ladies and gentlemen, we have 20 Hydralisks for Slush. Zerg melee attack coming in. Very interesting, as he, never mind, that's not interesting. I was thinking that was mOOnGLaDe, but Slush is the one with the ultras with the melee attack. We do have many more units. The roaches coming in. Can they just using that shoot and scoot, as Crota likes to say, to get around these spine crawlers? He should just take that spine crawler out, as more roaches are coming in. We're sitting at 2 roaches versus 1-2 roaches. Slush's army is over. Has the upgrade advantage, ladies and gentlemen. If that queen is not quite taken out, should be taken out. Will it be taken out in time? Yes, it will. Excuse me while I cough up a lung. We do have another Nidus worm coming in for Slush. Excuse me while I have to take a drink. Gatorade is so tasty sometimes. Very nice. I like this Nidorum, as it cuts the map in half. You can quickly supply. use this as an attack point, use this as an attack point, use this as an attack point, and he can just dominate his players, surround him. It does look like this army will fall, but they do have a retreat, which is very, very key. If this army does push up and he feels like he can't hold them off, he will be able to get a retreat off. Very, very easy. Oh, great fungal growth, just pinning these units in. How many of them can he kill? Does get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can he get more? 9, 10, 11. Another fungal growth. All these roaches are going to fall as we have another battle going down over here. No, we don't. We just have two lonely overlords just hanging out. This army is extremely, extremely large. Going back to the army tab, it does look like mOOnGLaDe has the advantage again, but I do believe the macro favors Slush. If we look at the income, his income is quite a bit higher. Looking at the production tab, he is producing 9 ultras, ladies and gentlemen. Every single time those roaches got killed, he was just able to produce more and more ultras. Another hatchery going up at the high yield. A spire coming down. Another Nidus network coming down over here. Very, very nice. He is just cutting this map in half as the this has been mined out. The natural has been mined out. The second base is slowly getting mined out. And mOOnGLaDe just can't hold these two expansions to save his life, as this massive army is moving out. Is this gonna be enough, as we still have 9 ultras in production? They take so long. Out they come. Very, very key, as these ultras are gonna play a huge role, and especially in this excuse me, as my mouse goes wacko. More infested terran coming down. These are trying to burrow in time. That one goes down. That one goes down. They are going down before they can get many attacks off. The ultras are coming in, using their side to do as much damage. I do believe mOOnGLaDe is going to be able to take this, even though he has been just way behind in the macro. He is going to take it out with just superior forces. He does take out the high yield. That is very, very key, as this expansion is almost mined out. Going back to the battle, ladies and gentlemen, it does look like these spine crawlers are slowly trying to make their way around, but I do not believe they can, as they are going to quickly fall. We do have infestors out for Slush. These we are trying to get some spine crawlers there. It looks like these infestors should pin this army in place. Are they going to be able to get enough? They get a fungal growth off. Some more infested terran coming out, trying to do their best to keep this game in Slush's favor, but mOOnGLaDe is taking over. He has the map control. He has a superior army. He does have the supply advantage. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, this will be GG extremely shortly, as mOOnGLaDe does look like he has the expansion. That ultras does go down very, very quickly. It does look like this expansion, which is so, so key. The one more mining expansion. This Nidus network should come into play, as 2 roaches are coming down, trying to shut down this expansion. Trying to shut down this one. It's just not going to be enough, as we have too many hydralisks there. This expansion does fall. Whoa! This expansion does fall. And the Hydra Infestor army is just so good against the Ultralisk. The DPS is just so high, as we have 1, 2, and 4, 2, and 2. Don't know how I lost. That says Slush. Well, Ultras versus Infestors. Some very, very nice chatting going behind them as Slush leaves the game. Very, very good game from both players. I really, really liked mOOnGLaDe's initial build. I do not like how he put so many spine crawlers down. I would like to see more Zerglings, as he might have been able to block off his ramp and hold that much, much better. Thank you, everybody, for watching this. This is NTLkrayZ signing out.